Yeah. So, good morning, all of you, please. Aman, Avinash, Praveen. Yeah. Good morning, all of you. Kaushik.
Hi, Maha. Yeah, morning.
Very good morning. So, before I start the session, let us fix our agenda, guys, please. So, today, we are gonna be discussing about what is DevOps, what is AWS. Let us understand for today. So, today we are focused on what is DevOps. One second. So, what is DevOps? What is AWS? We are gonna be discussing for today. And before start the session, let us course overview. What is then exactly the course? What we are gonna be discussing? Let us overview. So totally, so in this course, DevOps with AWS and AWS administration. These two we are gonna be discussing. We are gonna be learning these two courses. For this, we are gonna be spending 3.5 months plus or minus 1 week. We are gonna be spending for this course, please. So, which are all the prerequisitions, Linux basics required, shell script required that will be covered also. Don't worry. If you don't have a knowledge on top of it, I will be covered. Don't worry. No program. Java.NET is not required. So you require a laptop with this configuration or else anything, but you require a laptop. But minimum this configuration. And who can join in this course? Freshers can join in this course. Experienced students can join in this course. Any non-IT students also can join in this course. Any graduate can also join in this course. So, which are all the benefits if you join in this course? Daily class recording videos after the payment. Via Google Drive, we can access. From date of registration, you're going to be accessing up to 11 months. Resume preparation, interview question and answers, 4 live real-time projects I'm going to be covering. Soft materials also I will cover. So our course starts with very basic level, finish with advanced level, and each and every class. And each and every class is a practical implemented in front of you that you need to practice in your laptop daily basis. 1 hour class per every day. 2 hours minimum it will take to complete to practice on your laptop daily basis. Totally you need to commit yourself 3 hours per day. After completion of course, you'll receive a course certificate, course completion certification. So daily 1 hour class, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. It is fixed. The classes are from Monday to Saturday. Sunday is a holiday. Whatever the fee you're gonna be paying for DevOps plus AWS with the recordings. So this is our admin number 9297 double seven. It is our admin number. Please make it note for further communication. Yeah. So first let us understand DevOps. Before that, so let it be introduce myself. My name is Maha. My name is Maha. My, my name is Maha. I have totally 15 years of IT experience. My career starts as a Java developer. Then I turn as a DevOps engineer. From last 5 years onwards, I'm working as a senior DevOps engineer. It includes AWS and Azure also. This is in exactly my. And so, what is an application? Before starts, I have a three questions. I want to clarify these three questions, then we will move forward. What is an application? What is the server? What is an SDLC? First, let us understand. So, what are the first question? What is an application? What is an application? The working software, which is written any programming language, we call as an application. That application we're gonna be placed on server side. Placed on server side. Once if it is placed on server side, once if it is placed on server side, we can access our internet as a website like Flipkart or Amazon, Book My Show. Understood very clearly. Let me repeat. What is an application? The working software which is written any programming language. We call as an application. That application we're gonna be placed on server side. We can access our internet as a website. But what about SDLC? SDLC is a software development lifecycle. In SDLC, we have several stages and several classes. We have analysis, design, implementation, testing, deploy, and maintenance. We have several stages and several phases we have. In this software development lifecycle, by using software development life cycle, we can able to produce an application, and we can able to do business like Flipkart or Amazon, Book My Show. But if you want to build a Flipkart or Advance, a IRCTC kind of application, so we need to follow these are all the steps. So what are the first step? Yes, please. Analysis. Second, design, implementation, testing, deploy, and maintenance. So what are the first step, guys, please? Gathering information from the client. How exactly the login page, registration page, payment gateway, each and every information will be gathered. Based on gathering information, our architects will be designed. Design is nothing but a plan. Design is nothing but a plan. Once if it is designed, then our developers will implement the lines of code. Once if it is successful, implement the lines of code, whether it is working or not, the functionality, our testers will be verified. Once if it is verified, we're going to be deploying our applications on hundreds of servers, placing our applications on hundreds of servers. Once if it is placed on hundreds of servers, we can access our internet as a website, like Flipkart or Amazon, Bookmine, sure, clear. But whether it is working or not, we are going to be monitor and maintenance. This entire process, which we are calling as what? Software development lifecycle. This entire process, which we are calling as what? Software lifecycle. But in this software development lifecycle, directly or indirectly, we are part of it. Whether you are a developer or a tester, we are part of this SDLC process. If you are a developer, can write the lines of code. If you are a tester, can verify the functionalities. But if you are a DevOps engineer, what exactly you are going to be do? If you are a DevOps engineer, if you are a DevOps engineer, if you are a DevOps engineer, our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with what operation? The combination of software development plus operation, we calling as what DevOps. We calling as what DevOps. Is DevOps is a technology like Java, .NET, Python? No. DevOps is not a technology. DevOps is not a technology. DevOps is a process. It is an automated process. It is an automated process from dev environment to operations. Dev environment to operations. That means we are part of coding, building, testing, release, deploy, operation, and monitoring. But to be frankly, we are not writing any coding. We are not writing any test cases. Just we are gonna be implementing an automated DevOps transparent pipeline. We are gonna be implementing DevOps an automated process. While implementing this DevOps process, we are following some set of rules and principles. DevOps is not a technology. DevOps is a process. While following the process, we are following some rules. Which are all the rules, guys, please? So we are going to be delivering working software within a shortest time, with high quality, with low cost is nothing but what exactly. So DevOps process. Let me give an example. For example, let's say developers are keep on writing lines of code. These lines of code, we're going to be delivering into the production environment within a shortest time with a high quality with low cost is nothing but what exactly our DevOps transparent pipeline. As a DevOps engineer, as a DevOps engineer, we're gonna be replacing complex pipeline with what? Transparent pipeline. We're gonna be replacing with complex pipeline with what? Transparent pipeline. So what is an exactly complex pipeline? Our SDLC process is a complex pipeline. So why we are calling our SDLC is a complex pipeline? Because if it is a manual process. Because if it is a manual process. From analysis to design, design to implementation, implementation testing, testing to deploy, deploy to maintenance. It is a manual process. Analysis to design, design to implementation, implementation testing, testing to deploy, deploy to maintenance. It is a manual process. Due to this manual process, if we got an issue, any problem in middle of the process, for identification it will take long time. For resolving issue also it will take long. That means the cost is increased, the quality will be decreased, and customer is not satisfied. So to understand, this is water pipeline. This water pipeline is underground somewhere else. We can see outside, but somewhere else blockage is there. Can able to find immediately? No. For identification, this issue it will take long time. For resolving issue also it will take long time. That means the cost is increased, the quality also decreased. The same way in our DevOps, in our SDLC process also. Our SDLC process is a manual process. In this manual process, if you got an issue, for identification it will take long time. For resolving issue also it will take long time. That means the cost will be increased, the quality will be decreased, and customer is not satisfied. That is the reason we are gonna be replacing with a transparent pipeline. In this DevOps transparent pipeline, everything is an automated. Everything is transparent. Data is transparent. Data is an automation. Data is transparent. Data is an automation. Okay, even though if we got an issue, even though if we got an issue, easily we can able to identify, easily we can able to rectify as soon as possible. That means the cost is reduced, the quality will be increased, and customer is also satisfied. That is the reason we are gonna be replacing complex pipeline with what? Transparent pipeline or SDLC complex pipeline with an SD or transparent DevOps pipeline. But actually DevOps transparent pipeline is look like this only. In this DevOps transparent pipeline, we have a plan, coding, integration, testing, release, deploy, and operations. In this DevOps transparent pipeline, our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with what operation? Means we are part of coding, integration, testing, release, deploy, operation. To be frankly, we are not part of planning. We are not writing any coding. We are not writing any test cases. Just we are gonna be implementing an automated DevOps transparent pipeline from dev environment to operations. Clear? But let us understand step by step, stage by stage, what is in exactly our roles and responsibilities. Are we part of planning? Please, anybody? Are we part of planning? No, we are not part of planning. Are we part of coding? Yes, we are part of coding. But we are not writing any lines of. We are not writing any lines of code. The writing is responsible with the developer. The writing lines of code by the developer, but maintenance by DevOps engineer. Of writing by developer, maintenance by DevOps engineer. But how many developers are writing? N number of developers are continuously writing. All developer lines of code we're gonna be integrating continuously. So once if it is integrate continuously, and we're gonna be execute test cases, which is written by testers, not by you. Once if it is in execute, if you got an error, it is redirecting back to the developer. Developer has to fix an issue, again integration, again execute. Again, if you got an error, again it will be redirecting back to the tester, integration, and again execute test cases. Again error. This loop will be repeated until zero errors. Until zero errors. Zero errors. Once if it is zero errors, and we're gonna be delivering into the release. Into the release. Once if it is continuously delivering into the release, and we're gonna be deploying our applications on hundreds of servers, placing our applications on hundreds of servers, we calling as what deployment. So once if it is deployed and we can access our internet as a website like Flipkart or Amazon Book My Show, but whether it is working or not, we're gonna be monitor and maintenance. This entire process, which you are calling as what, are DevOps transparent pipe. DevOps transparent pipeline. Clear? Guys, please, any questions, please, up to this point?
No, mom.
Praveen,
No.
uh, yeah, Avinash, Verma.
No, sir.
Okay, okay. Aman, yeah, great.
I'm good.
Yeah, good, very good. Yeah, so but how, sir? How exactly we can implement this? How we are gonna be implement? We are understood very clear what is a DevOps and what is the DevOps process, which are all the stages we have, what are the minimal. As today understand overview of what is an exactly our roles and responsibilities. We understood of a little bit description of what for today. Very good. But sir, how? How? Directly we can know. We have to use some tools type. Sir, which are all the tools type we are gonna be learning? For learning, for implementing only, we're gonna be spending 2 to 3 months for DevOps. For how exactly, which are all the tools we are gonna be learning? Let it be list down. Let us look at once. So let us list down. Yeah. So we're gonna be learning Git, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube, Ansible, AWS, Amazon Web Services, Docker, Kubernetes, Elk-Elastic, Logstash, Kibana, and Terraform. These are all the tools we are gonna be learning for implementing our DevOps transparent pipeline. Our DevOps transparent pipeline. Let us try to understand. Let us try to understand how we are gonna be using. These are all the tools on top of our DevOps transparent pipeline. Let us understand one by one. One by one. So let us start with what? Git. Let us start with what? Git. So Git is a version control. Git is a version control. Git is a version control. So first of all, we are not part of planning. We are not part of planning. Are we part of dev environment? Yes, we are not writing code, but we are going to be maintaining our developer lines of code in a version wide, in a branch wide in our any version control, but we are going to be using Git. We are going to be learning Git administration. Once if it is maintained, we're going to be execute our code by using Maven. Maven is a build tool. It is always produce an active factory. It helps to manage dependencies. It helps to manage dependencies. Maven can also use a project management tool. We can able to handle versions and releases through Maven. Okay. So by using Git, we can able to maintain our lines of code. By using Maven, we can able to execute the code and build a web project and generate a WAR file on active factories. But we're going to be learning Jenkins also. Jenkins is a CI automation tool. Like it is a continuous integration, a continuous delivery, continuous integration, continuous integration, continuous delivery. The CI CD, continuous integration, continuous delivery of working software. Already we have discussed. Let it be show me. Let it be show you. Yeah. See here. So continuously all n number of developer lines of code continuously integrating. CI means continuous integrating. And what exactly a test case is, which is written by testers. Just to be, we are gonna be executing these test cases, making working software and continuous delivery. Making working software, continuous delivery. So continuous integration, making working software and continuous delivery. Sir, where we are going to be delivering? Continuously delivering into where? JFrog. JFrog is a Artifactory. It helps to manage, maintain our stable builds, working software as a build, as a WAR file, or a build repository, or Active Factory, or a release, all are the same. And we're gonna be learning Sonar Cube. Sonar Cube is a code analyzer. Whether the developers are following standards or not, whether the developers are using right functions or not, it will be analysis. It will be analysis. And it will give statistics and reports by helping of Git, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube, Git, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube. By helping of these are all the tools, we are gonna be implementing our CI/CD process, continuous integration, making working software, continuous delivery. So once if it is delivering into the release, we're gonna be deploying our applications on hundreds of services. Deploying our applications on hundreds of servers. Sir, how exactly we can automate these hundreds of servers? How we can place our websites, our applications are deploying? And so let us understand. How please? By helping of configuration management. Sir, what is an exactly configuration management? Replacing a manual configuration process. Replacing a manual configuration process with an automated process, we calling as what? Configuration management. What is the configuration management, please? A manual configuration process replaced with an automated process on a hundreds of servers. We calling as what? Configuration management. For this configuration management, we are gonna be using Ansible. Ansible is a configuration management tool. So many we have, Chef, Puppet, Salt, we have, but we are gonna be learning Ansible. Ansible is a leading configuration management tool. So by helping of Ansible, we can automate, we can configure our hundreds of servers. Our hundreds of servers. But these hundreds of servers, from where exactly we can able to get it? We can able to get it from AWS. We can able to get it from AWS. AWS is a cloud services, cloud infrastructure services. By using AWS, we can able to get hundreds of servers. These hundreds of servers we can automate. We can automate by helping of Ansible. So getting hundreds of servers from AWS, those AWS servers we can automate by helping of Ansible. So not only by using Ansible, we can place our websites on AWS servers. Not only placing on AWS servers, we can able to place on Docker containers also. So what is an exactly Docker container? Docker container is an isolated area which you can place our websites like Java, .NET applications very easily with low cost. with high quality. High quality. Let me explain. Let me explain. For example, let's say we have a container, a real-time container. We have a real-time container, please. A real-time container, yes, please. Real-time container. So how we are using this container? The same way we can able to use a Docker container also. This container is a six ship. It is an isolated area. We can transport, import, transport anything in product very safely with high quality. Am I right? The same way, we can use a Docker container. But here is we are deploying, we are transporting a fish kind of fish fronts, like any kind of foods we can. But here we are gonna be using the like Java, .NET, Python applications. How we are using this container, same way, we can use our Docker container, but here is we are gonna be using application like a Java application, .NET applications. .NET application. But we are gonna be learning Kubernetes. Kubernetes is just like a ship. How we can manage this container? How one ship can manage? These are all the containers, am I right? One ship can manage all the containers or not? The same way, by using Kubernetes, we can manage or control our Docker container. We can manage or control our Docker containers, please. Docker container. So I'll repeat one more time. Docker container is an isolated area which can place our websites very easily. But this Docker container we can able to manage or control or manage orchestration of our Docker containers. Please, we are going to be learning ELK, Elastic Log Stack Kibana also. Elastic Log Stack Kibana also. ELK, Elastic Log Stacks Kibana. By helping of ELK, we can able to monitor applications, how exactly it performs. And we are gonna be monitor our applications. Clear. And we're gonna be learning Terraform. Terraform is a cross cloud platform. By helping of Terraform, we can able to create infrastructure in any cloud. In any cloud, either AWS or Azure or AWS. We can able to monitor, we can able to create infrastructure in any cloud. It is a cross cloud platform. It is a cross cloud platform. By helping of Terraform, we can automate our infrastructure as automation. By helping of these are all the tools, we can able to implement our DevOps transparent pipeline. Guys, please, up to this point, any questions? Any questions, please?
So, do we need to use Ansible if we are using Terraform, or Terraform can do the work that Ansible is supposed to do?
No, both are different use cases, but both are different use cases. Terraform is for only for what? Terraform is for creating infrastructure. That means can't be able to do automation for configuration. Yes, but it is limited way. But 100% we can able to do it by Ansible.
Okay.
Okay, so that means what? Example, let's say to understand the remaining students. Sachin Tendulkar is a batsman. That means he doesn't know bowling. The same way here also, Terraform can create infrastructure, can do also auto configuration, but specifically Ansible is the best for configuration. Yeah, the same way here also. So by using Ansible also we can get infrastructure. That means so for creating infrastructure for Ansible, no. Ansible is dedicated and most of the time for configuration. Terraform for creating infrastructure. Both are specific reasons. Yeah, we can use vice versa also, but it is a specific reason for Terraform is dedicated for infrastructure creation. Ansible is configurations. Got it? Fine. Shall we move? Yeah. Any questions, remaining students? Yeah. Fine. Sir, how exactly we can? So we understood the flow. What is the DevOps process? Which are all the stages? Which are all the roles and what is an exact roles and responsibilities? And which are all the tools we are going to be learning within the 3-4 months? So, okay, we are understand. Okay, sir, but
So,
where we are going to be implement? Yeah, please.
sorry to cut to you in the middle.
Okay.
In my company, there was, I don't know, Ansible will be using the standalone version, or AWS also provides any service built on top of like Ansible or Chef or Puppet or any configuration management tool out of the box, like AWS config or ops work, something like that, or will be using straight Ansible.
Straight Ansible we are using. Straight Ansible is a better way. Okay, if you come to an Ansible anywhere else, you can use it. So core Ansible, we are going to be learning in depth. So playbooks writing. Completely, we're going to be spending Ansible around more than 3 weeks, 3 week to 3.5 weeks. We're spending Ansible. End to end, we'll discuss Ansible. If you know that anywhere else, same. Ansible concept is same whether you go for Azure or AWS anywhere else.
Okay.
Yeah. Aman. Yeah. Yeah. So, but where we are going to implement this? So we understand the process, we understand the tools. So where somewhere else we need to implement them, right? For that, we required AWS. We required some this implementation on physical environment. Yes, we can do that. Or else cloud environment. We go for cloud, any cloud, either AWS or Azure or a Google. These three are leading cloud providers. But we go for anyone, but we're going to be learning, we are going to be using in this session, in these classes, AWS. Okay. But for that, one second. For that, we should understand a little bit. So first, let it be come to know what is an application. Anybody? As we discussed in the beginning. Yeah, application is not simple. We calling as a website, am I right? Simply we calling as what? Website. Like Flipkart, or Amazon, Book My Show, whatever name. But what is infrastructure? What is infrastructure?
A virtual hardware
Yes, this is true. So
comprised of
for
memory.
maintaining Flipkart, for deploying our applications, we require some infrastructure. We need to place somewhere else. What kind of infrastructure? Majorly, if you go for anywhere else, majorly, we require a service, means computing power, network, majorly, and database, storage. Sorry. So these are all major infrastructure is required for maintaining an application. But how many ways we can able to get? How many ways to get infrastructure? Yes. So this infrastructure this infrastructure, we can able to get it, two ways, but we can say three ways also. Okay, one is physical environment. We go for with what? Physical environment, like your laptop, like your what are you seeing in front of in your that we calling as a physical. There's those things, tangible things, touchable things. Another way we can able to call virtual environment after physical environment. Before cloud, we started virtual environment like VMware. I think VMware EXE servers. Those things will start it. That era will start it from physical to virtual environment. That virtual environment also we're accessing from cloud remotely. So from cloud also we're gonna be getting only virtual environment only. But so either from physical environment or from virtual environment or from cloud. But even cloud also be using virtual environment now. Okay, fine. So cloud means what? If you can access anything remotely over internet from your laptop is nothing but what? Cloud compute, cloud only. Okay. So to specifically, what is cloud computing? What is cloud computing? What is an exactly cloud computing? So whatever the service, infrastructure or data center, these data centers are located in different geographical locations. Different geographical locations like in US, in Singapore, in Hyderabad also, in Mumbai also. In so many places, these data centers are located. From these data centers, if we can able to control or access any kind of resource like servers or database, storage or a network, any kind of service over internet, if we can able to access or a control over internet from a laptop, is nothing but what exactly? Cloud computing. Cloud computing. Sir, what is the cloud computing? Okay. How exactly AWS? In AWS, which are all the services, which are all the models, we will be discussing by tomorrow. It will take time. How we discuss about it, DevOps, same way. We're going to be explore about AWS by tomorrow session. Okay, tomorrow we have a holiday, but still we conducting a demo session. Please be joined. Okay, hardly around 45 minutes to 50 minutes. Please be joined tomorrow also. Please, tomorrow we have a demo. Don't miss tomorrow because of another day after, maybe today the DevOps, tomorrow AWS, and another day after tomorrow onwards, we're gonna be starts practical session or regular classes. Okay, don't miss tomorrow demo class. But let me show you. So what is the cloud platform? How we are gonna be? Let me show you. This cloud platform we are gonna be using AWS cloud platform. So we are gonna be using this cloud platform. On top of it, we're gonna be implementing a DevOps process by using these are all the tool stack. These are all the tool stack as of for today. So rest will continue by tomorrow. Rest will continue by tomorrow, guys, please. Yeah. Any questions, please?
Uh, I do have a question.
Please.
So, when I kind of signed up for the demo, the title said AWS and AI.
Mm,
So I'm
mm,
not sure what portion of
Yes,
AI
sir.
it
Same
is.
question. My same question, sir. Yes, sir. Titles like AWS with AI.
Yeah. Actually, so we are gonna be like, for example, AI means here, we are gonna be learning each and every concept. For example, implementation of configuration of Ansible, like writing a playbook. So whatever the process we are following with help of AI from like ChatGPT, we're gonna be using. So very easy to that. So instead of spending time for 1 hour, we can 10 minutes we can get this set up and we can get the infrastructure and we can able to create by using AI. We can automate very smoother. That's what.
Now, one more question I have.
Okay.
Uh, is timing going to be
Oh,
6 to
please,
7
please
on
wait,
daily
please.
basis?
Please wait.
Sorry.
So got it, whatever the explanation. So DevOps with AI means what? So whatever we are following the process steps with the help of AI, we are going to be implementing. Okay, we are going to be taking like, for example, while implementing, we got an error. Okay, instead of Google, we are replacing with AI chatbox on Gemini AI. Lot of AI tools we have. We are going to be using those tools and we can able to get very smoother, very easy to them. If you Google lot of confusion we have, lot of document, lot of websites we have, so nothing do that, we can go for AI, we can able to get smoother. Even troubleshooting, if you got an issue, how to troubleshoot with the AI, this kind of thing will gonna be explored. Okay, that is what exactly the AI. Okay, fine.
So I'm little confused. So we're using the AI tools basically,
Yes, yes.
and so we said we will be doing interview preparation as a part
Yeah,
of the code.
yeah,
But in interviews, they won't let us use Chat GPT. But if we will it be okay if we rely too much on Chat GPT? It will be just kind of visual
we
learning.
can't rely we can't rely ChatGPT and it is only for entry point of it, say whatever the internet is there. But what we are implementing, that is different. Okay, we can't rely on ChatGPT. Okay, we should be rely on our knowledge, but it will help only. ChatGPT will help us only, help only. But whatever ChatGPT telling, it is not right. Exactly right. Praveen, got it?
Okay, so we are just taking help from Chat
Help
GPT.
only, help
Not,
only. ChatGPT help, but not what ChatGPT is saying always not right. Always right, not right.
so we're not
Okay, we need to.
integrating any AI piece into our pipeline or
No,
DevOps.
no, no, we're not integrated. That is different. So that we're calling as what ML ops we need to learn. Like, we should understand something called LLM models. Those things is different case. Okay, that is a completely flow is different. That is that is completely end to end from starting to ending. Whatever we discuss, that is the flow is different. So A ops is different, DevOps is different. Okay, but don't maybe not we can't be mixed. So the because of the model is everything is the process different. Okay, so here is we writing a coding we are handling. So Java code we are handling, Python code we are handling, Node.js code. So this kind of code, how the dev environment from so testing environment to production, that is the flow. But whereas go for AI, what exactly the AI models are implementing. So AI implementation, so testing, the AI models also we need to test it. AI model pre-production also we need to test it, and we're going to be deploying also. That we calling as what ML ops. We calling as what if it is a data science, for example, like machine learning kind of very small. A small A equal to B equal to small scripting anything, we go for ML ops. But if we go for larger models like LLM, those things different. Okay, that is the complete flow is different. But we calling is that AI ops, ML ops, or LLM ops. That is different. The complete we can't be mix those two. Complete different. The source is different because of here is we are using Java.NET Python, but there is a completely AI, complete AI, Gen AI, completely different. But we're not, for example, even if you go for ML ops, AI ops, LLM ops, but we're not part of AI. Is still that AI is AI, AI developers are different. The same case, here is Java developer replacing with AI, and testers also different. AI testers are different, but we are part of ML ops or AI ops, LL ops. That is different. Yeah. Got it?
Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
Why? Because so somebody confusion happen. DevOps is not we can't different. DevOps is so specifically it is a service based. The source. So we taking a source from Java code, testing a Java code, deploying a pre-production testing. It is a complete, it is a clear cluster. But if you talk about complete AI, different. The flow is different. Okay. Okay, fine. Got it. So still, if any question, make it know. We'll discuss about these points related to AI. Okay. Don't worry. Don't hesitate. We'll discuss much, but after the end of the session, we'll discuss all together. So we are introducing the course also differently, different session that ML ops, AI ops, LL ops, that different course. That required more, even we should be thorough in Python also. We should confident in Python. Then we going to be teaching the ML ops. The students also should learn Python, core Python is required. That is the use, not it compared to DevOps. That is the use. That's all. Got it. Thank you. We'll continue. We're gonna be understand tomorrow AWS. What is AWS? We'll discuss by tomorrow.
Maha,
Please, please.
yeah. So I have one question.
Ravi.
So are we going to have this meeting on daily basis, Monday till Saturday at 6 a.m. 7, or do we have any other time slots?
I have, but we have batches are running. In 7 a.m. we're conducting multi-cloud. That DevOps with AWS with multi-cloud is running. It is already running. 8 a.m. also there. 8 to 6 to 9 it is taking classes right now. So, but we can't change this timing. 6 a.m. is fixed as of right.
Okay.
6 a.m. to
Okay.
7 a.m. 6:10 it will start sharply. 6:10 because of early morning. That's what 10 minutes gap. Will
Hmm.
close 7:75.
Okay.
Thank you. Tomorrow, so our agenda is AWS.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.